That's it. That was Zedro. This is Lucid, with the score, I might tell you, at 2 to Sandi's team and 1 to Alan's. We go to Thelma.
Lucid. Now, fortunately, I don't suffer from lucid, but I'm sure, law of averages, there will be somebody on this panel who does, and probably doesn't know it. But you will, if you have them, know that you suffer from migraine, because they're pretty awful, I believe. And I know my sister has, and here's a handy health hint. Ooh. She got rid of hers by taking feverfew. Now, I should think the nation is very grateful for that. But back to the causes of migraine are not entirely known. People may think it's chocolate, eating chocolate, drinking red wine, eating cheese, all the best things in life, obviously. You have to do without if you're a migraine sufferer. But there are also many symptoms. Some people get sick, some have to go to bed for several days, they get terrible headaches, and also their vision is often affected. You sometimes get double vision, and along with that, you get horrid swirling, flickering lights, I'm told. Now, those lights actually have a name, and they are called lucid. So if you are affected by this, the next time you go to visit your doctor, you can say, I'm suffering with lucid, and see if he knows what it means.
Thank you, Thelma. Graeme.
We hear that angling is the most popular sport or pastime in the country. And for most of those taking part, it's a spectator sport. You sit watching your float for hours, if not days on end, in the hope that a whopper will take the bait. And then you can reel it in after a massive fight and then throw it back. And one of the fish that anglers really want to catch is the lucid. Now, my brother-in-law, Danny, took me lucid fishing once on the Norfolk Broads, and he landed an enormous specimen. He got it into the boat, and immediately this monster sat on Danny's fishing rod and broke it in half, and then tried to throw him back into the water. And this predatory fish of the genus Esox, it's found in northern temperate zones. You can check this out in Lucid Monthly. It's the one with the long, foxy snout and the forward-facing eyes. In fact, it's the only fish that can look you in the eyes when you pull it out of the water, and it's a scary beast. It's the pike. Lucid, the pike.
Thank you, Graeme. Sandi.
He could have been home by now.
Listen, it's all about pronunciation with this word. Now, I once had a job serving food in an old people's home. It was a very posh old people's home, and I was carrying this tray with a lot of puddings on it, and this old man said, "Oh, trifle." And I said, no, no, there's no trifle, it's just spotted dick, which is, I thought probably not surprising, he was 90. And, but what he'd... What he'd actually said was tray full. You see, what a tray full. And it's down to pronunciation. So now, let's go through this. If you use a key in a door, you lock it, okay? If you wear something around your neck, it's a locket. If you drop a penny down a drain, you loose it. If you claim benefit while you're working, that's fraud, and I can't help you with that. But if you are the person who lights the candles in a church, you are a lucid.
God, thank you, Sandi. Yes, quite. Well, it's bright lights which interrupt your vision. It's a predatory fish with a long nose called a pike. Or it's a person who lights candles in church, in which case it's a lucid. It's a lucid or a lucid, and it soothes.
Well, is it Thelma's? She was very convincing about the migraine, and I know that feverfew is good for migraine, and it was all too logical, Thelma. Everything you said sounded sensible. Therefore, I think probably it's not what you said, which was a flickering...
That's logical.
Yes, a flickering light that poor old migraine sufferers see. You know, Graeme said it was the only fish that looks you straight in the eye as you yank it out of the water. I was quite taken with that. But there was a mutter to my right. I'm not quite sure how to, whether I should listen to it or not.
It's just loose teeth.
Yeah, loose teeth. Yes. So clever though the explanation was, I'm not going to go for it. I'm going to go for Sandi's very entertaining, and she thought she would put me off by this, all this stuff, you know.
She puts
about
everybody off by her
spotted dicks
entertaining.
Did get a laugh, Sandi.
No,
Did
I
from
know.
us, though.
Yeah,
It was
thank
very
you.
good. I like that. I think it's the chap who lights the candle
No.
in the church.
Right.
Alan
You
doesn't
can't.
agree.
Either way, Sandi,
I really
thank
hate
you.
to do this, but Alan's right.
Oh, no. Well,
Sorry.
again, it's one of our two guests on that side. Who is it this time?
It's old fish face again.
Yes, a pike it was, a simple pike, a lucid.